Here. Let's get a little romantic, if you will, because it's Valentine's Day, and if you don't already have plans, well, there certainly is time for a night in, and it can be a nice and cozy one. Frank with Sur La Table is here to show us how to make a romantic dinner for two. It's going to be rack of lamb with mustard, hazelnut crust, truffle, mashed potatoes, and really, I don't even need to go any further than that because
it already sounds good.
Oh, I love rack of lamb. I really do.
And it's one of those things that people are, they definitely love. They order it at restaurants. They don't know how to make it.
No.
So
and it's very expensive on the menu, too, I must say.
It is. But, just like anything else when you're going out to eat, everything is a little overpriced. So.
But if I could do it at home, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Definitely.
So what are you doing here? You've already kind of wrapped up the ends there, and have you seasoned this at all?
I've seasoned it, just regular salt and pepper, and I'm giving it a quick sear because what we're going to do, we're going to crust it with all those nuts and the olive oil and the garlic and the herbs. So just getting a quick sear. Did the front side, which is our
little olive
pretty
oil?
side. Little olive oil. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty side. And what you do is just let it sit for a few seconds at home. Just let it cool down a little bit. And I need something to coat that that crust. So what we're going to use is a little Dijon mustard. So all we're doing is taking our brush and just kind of going right over it, just real lightly like that.
Now, if we were at home, would you have waited for it to cool just a smidgy more?
Yeah, I'm talking like 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
45 seconds.
Okay.
Something real fast. And now what we get to do is we get to make our crust, which you're going to help me with today.
All right.
So we're going to use our brand new Breville immersion blender. And the cool thing
Breville
about
immersion
these things,
blender.
So rather than taking your food to the mixer or your food processor, we can take the immersion blender to our food. And this one is kind of cool because it has a mini food processor attachment.
So this goes right there if you're making your soups.
Exactly.
But then you can also use it as a little mini processor. Okay,
absolutely. So we're going to go in with our pine nuts. You could use any type of nuts. Toasted pine nuts.
Okay.
Hazelnuts. We're going to go in with some herbs. So our parsley, some rosemary, 3 cloves of garlic, and we need something to help this guy spin. So we're going to use our Marco Verde olive oil that we feature at Sur La Table and also in our cooking classes.
Why do you like that kind?
It's a nice olive oil because you can do 2 things with it. It is nice to finish with. It has that nice fruity after flavor to it, but it's also has a high smoke point, so we can also saute with it. This is the same olive oil that I use to saute our lamb.
Okay.
So we're going to finish that.
Put it in?
You can go ahead and pop the top on.
I think this should be dummy proof. Yep, there you go.
Yep, and just pulse. There you go. Just like that. This is definitely one of the fun things about...
This is kind of fun, actually.
Yeah. No, we want it chunky. We don't want it to be too mushy. Because
so we're kind of keeping an eye just to make sure we're getting the consistency we want?
Exactly. That's good, just like that.
Is that good?
Yep, perfect.
All right, then.
So take a look at it. It's nice, fresh, still
so not the
still
consistency
chunky.
of a pesto?
No, you don't want to go too far with it because when we cook this off, we don't want it to
slide off. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is what we have right here.
Okay.
This is the same crust. And of course, when you take classes, you could use all of the nice tools and gadgets that we have.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the fun things about taking
What is the price point on this? Do you know?
$99.95.
Oh, that's a good price.
It's a good price
for the versatility of a emulsifier. Say it again.
Immersion blender.
Immersion blender. I wanted to call it emulsifier. That's not right. Immersion blender.
So we're going to take our crust. We're just going to go ahead and use my spoon and just kind of coat that top. And we're going to be a little liberal with it because what's going to happen is after it cooks and then we slice it, we're going to lose some. So we want to make sure that we have some just to kind of compensate for it.
So that's going into the oven?
Oven, 425 degrees.
For how long?
For about 8 minutes.
Oh, it's pretty quick. Okay.
Yeah, very fast. 8 minutes.
All right. Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm going to let that rest, and we're going to stick it in there, and then we're going to check back in with you just a little bit for the next phase of our meal.
Definitely.
A romantic dinner for two. I love it. Okay.